So today I'm joined by Emma Bellefleur, senior captain of the Nordic skiing team. Um, Welcome back to St. Mike's, first off.
Thank
Uh,
you.
so when was the last time you were on campus? Because you studied abroad in the spring.
Yeah, I think my last time on campus was December when I moved everything out. So it's been a while since I've been back here. But not too much has changed. It's just under a different circumstance, but I'm happy to be back.
So what was your spring like? Because I know you studied abroad and then obviously that was cut short.
Yeah. So I left for abroad in early January. So I got a little under 3 months abroad, which was, I consider myself lucky to have gotten that long, compared to other people who had to come back so early. But so I was abroad. I got to pretty much finish my semester. I got to travel a lot. I was based in San Jose, Costa Rica, so I got to travel all over the country, see so many different places. And then my program obviously was canceled. So I had to come back early, and then it was kind of weird to jump from being in such a warm climate to coming back in mid-March to New Hampshire and so there was still snow on the ground. So I came back and I went skiing, which was kind of crazy. So it was a lot of unexpected time with my family, I guess, for my spring. But it ended up working out, so it was good.
I was going to ask if there were any positives that actually came out of the pandemic, but is that a positive slash negative? More family time than you had expected, but more family time than you had expected?
I think it was good. There were definitely some drawbacks to it. We spent a lot of time together, um, but I think it was good. My sister was doing online school. My mom was doing online school. So our house was a little bit, it felt crowded, I guess. There's so many of us there, but I think it was a good thing. I'm trying to think positively about it.
I'm guessing for your parents to have, so she's a first year in college, right?
Yes, Sarah just left. Her name's Sarah. She just moved into college this year.
Okay. And then you came back. So I'm guessing they were at least happy to have you for a while.
Yeah, I think they were happy about it.
So whereabouts in New Hampshire did you grow up?
I grew up in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. So it's pretty much central New Hampshire in the lakes region. So I have the lake and then I have the mountains. So it's a pretty great place to grow up. And it was a pretty great place to be stuck for a few months. So
'Cause I think, if I'm not mistaken, on the map, you're right around Lake Winnipesaukee, correct?
yeah, so I live right on the lake. I, so I work on the lake. I spend my free time on the lake. So it's pretty fun.
How is skiing, Nordic skiing in particular, common out there? Because I think of you're on the lake, boating, swimming during the summer. But
Mhm.
how did you get into Nordic skiing?
So in my town, there's actually a pretty big Nordic skiing community. There's a lot of local trails right in town. My high school team isn't very big though. So when I was in middle school, my best friend forced me to join the team. I had no idea what I was doing. I had never Nordic skied before. I'd always been an alpine skier actually. So I kind of knew the experience of being on skis. I just never done Nordic at all. So she made me do the team and she wouldn't let me quit. Um, so I guess I was forced into it, but I chose to come back the next year. So I guess that's kind of how I started. I guess I had a late start compared to everyone else, but my coaches were great and then all my friends did it. So it was kind of a fun community.
As I finally got to see more Nordic skiing races, I think I might have told you this over the years, I realized that it wasn't just flat. It wasn't a flat course and you're just going around in loops. So for you, some of those bigger hills on the courses, probably not as jarring as others.
Yeah, the skis are different. They don't have metal edges on them, so you slide a lot more. But I guess it was an easier transition for me coming from Alpine to Nordic, but The uphills were different though.
When you were looking at colleges, was Nordic skiing part of one of the considerations?
I think, well, my mindset going into college was I really wanted to ski in college. That was one of my goals, but I didn't want to pick my school based off whether or not I could ski there. So I decided to come to St. Mike's. I fell in love with it, and then I contacted Molly, and I was like, "Hey, these are my results from high school. This is kind of who I am as a skier. Would it be possible for me to join the team?" And she said yes. So here I am.
Were you considering, I see you're a bio major. Are you still a bio major?
Yes, I am.
Was that part of what you were looking for as well? Sort of a place to find, if you knew at that point that you wanted to go into bio, somewhere to do that, but also be here?
Um, Honestly, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I came in undecided. I tried a lot of different things. So when I was looking for school, I was looking for liberal arts, something where I could try a bunch of different things, figure out what piqued my interest, where I wanted to end up. So I pretty much came in here, wanted to do trial and error, take a bunch of different classes, and bio kind of stuck with me. So I chose it.
And you're a Spanish minor, last I knew.
Yes.
So that probably helped in Costa Rica.
It definitely did. I definitely also learned that my knowledge of Spanish is very limited, and I had a lot to learn. But it definitely helped getting started. I at least had a base to start with.
Were you staying with a host family down there?
Yeah, I stayed. I had my host mom, and then her son lived next door to us. My host mom's Spanish was very hard for me to understand, though. She also didn't speak any English, which I was not expecting. But she blends her words together so much, and I have to sit there and ask her to repeat a couple times, especially in the beginning. So that was really hard. But then she also had a woman that came and cooked for us. Sorry. She was from Nicaragua. A lot of people from Nicaragua come down to Costa Rica to find jobs. So her Spanish was a lot easier for me to understand. And she was kind of like my second host mom. She helped take care of us. So it was a really different family dynamic, but it was really fun.
Where were some of the best places you visited while you were there?
Wow, there was a lot. So I think my absolute favorite place I went to we went to this lodge called Las Vueltas, and it's in the San Jose province, and it's pretty much the highest point of Costa Rica. And we did, it was for my tropical botany class I was taking. And so we went on a hike really early in the morning when it was still dark out, and we got to like the highest point in Costa Rica, and we watched the sunrise from up there. And when the sun rose, you could see both the Caribbean side and then as well as the Pacific side. So you could see the ocean from both directions. And then we identified a bunch of plants up there, drank some coffee. And then also the people that worked at the lodge, they were really knowledgeable about the plants in the area. So between my professor and them, it was a really great learning experience, but also probably one of the prettiest sights I've seen in Costa Rica.
I feel like we're giving a good plug for the study abroad program and Peggy right now, but I mean,
yeah,
this is a good thing. Yeah, right. I actually am under the impression that Will Meehan, one of your Nordic teammates, is the only student at the entire college studying abroad this fall.
Yes, he actually, I think, just got there this morning.
Right, Scotland, correct?
Yep.
Had you talked to him before this to sort of, give your plug, hey, study abroad, spend some time away?
Yeah, I think he was definitely set on going abroad. I was talking to him over the summer as he was preparing to go, and I was like, "Are you still going abroad?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm the only person from St. Mike's going," and he was super excited about it. So, I mean, he just got there this morning. He sent me a picture from the airport, so he's ready to go.
Yes. So as As you think about the team and your role on the team, you are the senior. And last year you were the only, I guess, I don't know how to classify Ellen. Ellen Emmers was a grad student on the team.
Mhm.
You were the only upperclassman besides her. I don't know if we can call her an upperclassman. I don't know how that works, but now you are the only senior on
Mhm.
a young team, 7 first years. I feel like you have relatively that many sophomores. What do you see yourself as now? You're the most senior member on the team.
Yeah, I don't even know what I see myself as. I don't know. I'm one of the captains. So obviously I'm working with Mikey and Galen to help lead the team. But I'm definitely, yeah, it's weird to think of myself as the oldest, but I guess lead by example. I'm just trying to lead by example. I've been on the team for a while, so I kind of know how everything works. If anyone has any questions, I probably have the answer to it. Um, but honestly, just help. I don't know, just help guide the team, do my part, help them as best I can to have success this season.
Sounds like an accumulation of experiences. That's what you are at this point. You know the answers. So
Yeah, I guess I was thinking about it, and the team that I went on to my freshman year, no one's there now, so I've kind of experiencing two entirely different teams
hmm,
from my freshman year to my senior year, which is kind of weird to think about.
it's you and Molly, Coach
Yeah.
Peters.
Yep, me and Molly.
Penny wasn't even an assistant coach yet, correct?
No, I had a different assistant coach my freshman year,
Okay.
but I'm super excited to have we get Penny for 3 years
Hmm.
this year. So super excited to have Penny again.
It's an energetic coaching staff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, as you look ahead, what does the Nordic ski team do during the fall to prepare? Because you guys don't have official collegiate competition until January. And what are you
Yeah,
really
so
allowed to do this year?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sorry, and what are you really allowed to do this year?
Oh yeah. So pretty much right now we're running, we're doing a lot of roller skiing. Um, we're doing hiking, pretty much all sorts of cross training, as much as we can do. And then lifting wise, we haven't been able to get in the gym yet, so we're just doing a lot of body weight stuff. Really doing whatever we can to get in shape for the season, which I'm crossing my fingers and really hoping that we're able to have, at least in any capacity. Um, but yeah, I think if we can start training as a team, I think in the next week or so, although our coaches can only train with us a certain number of hours. But I think it's just doing as much as we can, and just staying positive that we can still have a season, and then training like we're still going to have a season.
Yeah, I I don't I'm not great with segues here. I mean, I sort of want to talk more
Mhm.
about you. Like, what has your St. Mike's experience been like, and what does it mean to you to you're a senior now? You're sort of on
Yeah.
the precipice of the real world. I mean, what has this all meant to you?
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a tough one. Um, Honestly, I feel like I haven't, up to this point, I haven't gotten a chance to sit and look back and be like, wow, what has this all meant to me? It's been kind of a blur as I've been going through it. I look back and I'm like, senior year now. So freshman year seems like a million years ago, but also kind of feels like it was just yesterday. Um, but also, I also look back to who I was my freshman year, um, and my mindset coming in, and the kind of athlete I was, the kind of student I was, even the kind of person I was. And I've definitely seen a change in myself between when I first came and where I am now. Um, I mean, I obviously know a lot more as a biology student, but I think it's the connections I made with all my friends. with my teammates, with my professors. I mean, I'm part of a whole new community now. So,
Is there anything
yeah.
particular that you're particularly proud of, whether as a student or as an athlete, on either side of that?
I think I'm really, I guess I'm proud that I've kind of found, I mean, I didn't had no idea what I wanted to do when I came to St. Mike's. I really didn't know what field I wanted to go into. So finding biology and being able, I'm doing research with Professor Fabian Fine this semester. So I guess I'm kind of finding my little path right now, which I was a little nervous I wouldn't when I first came to St. Mike's, but I'm very happy that I've found that. And then also that I've found a great group of people who are also kind of going down that same path with me. Both of my roommates right now are both bio majors, so I guess we kind of found each other and we're navigating it a little bit together.
It's wonderful. You understand the all the lab time, and you can sort of commiserate over all of that effort.
Yeah, me and my roommate, we sat down today and we're trying to figure out our schedules, and we're like, how are we going to fit it all in? But we wrote it out, we penciled things in, so we're both stressed together, I guess.
Good. Sleep is overrated. You can do that after you graduate.
Yeah.
Totally fine. Um, so, is there anything that somebody would be surprised to learn about you? Something that people don't really know about you?
Um,
Like a special talent, or what your favorite movie is, or something like that.
um, I mean, well, I used this one last year for like my fun fact of my team, but my fun talent is I can unicycle.
Okay, that's unique. You have a unicycle on campus?
No, I actually went back home after I studied abroad and I found out my dad gave away my unicycle, which I was very upset about. um, but yeah, I guess that's my fun special talent.
Okay, okay. Well, I feel like we should add that to the list, and I don't know, have a circus type of thing where everybody's special talents come together.
Yeah.
Um, this is, I think, going to be your fourth year of this, but the Purple Night Challenge is something that all of the teams are involved with every year.
Mhm.
And to explain it to people, 21 teams, we ask community members and alums, families, friends to help donate toward the programs. And last year, cumulatively made $76,000 for the programs. As the most senior member of the Nordic skiing team, what would a pitch be that if you had to give a pitch to the community, the alums, the fans, the friends, to help fund the Nordic ski program by making a donation? What would your plug be for that?
Um, I guess Nordic skiing, we're a pretty small team, so we don't have too many alumni from our team compared to other sports on campus. But our sport that we do, it requires a lot of different equipment. We need to buy wax and all the equipment that comes with that. We have travel to and from races. We need to get lodging when we stay, buy dinners and things like that. And then also just general equipment for skiing. It can be a pretty expensive sport. And then we also have camps we do every year. One really important one is we go to Canada every year so we can train in early season over Thanksgiving. And it's just really important for us to get on snow during those camps. And it's a great chance for us to train and really get fit for the season that's coming. So really any amount of money will help us to be able to do all those things. And it will all help for our training and for our season and for us obviously to race faster and do well in the end.
You guys, for Montmorency, that's where you usually go, right?
Yeah.
You guys definitely going back this year? Or is that sort of by ear right now?
Um, as of right now, I don't think we are. I'm not sure because are all things were pretty much canceled until December. It's really unfortunate because that's probably my favorite training trip that we do. Um, but I think Molly's doing her best to figure out some sort of anything for us to get on snow and train. But as of right now, I don't think it's going to happen. But I mean, if it can, I would be thrilled.
It's funny that you're saying the training trip. You enjoy the training trip because the training trip literally is you're there and you're training the whole time. But I imagine the camaraderie and getting to know the whole team for a week or so must be pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. It's really great because we stay in a house together. We cook dinner together. All of our free time, we just kind of hang out together. And then you are skiing 2 times a day. But it's a beautiful place to ski, and we love skiing. That's why we do it. So that's why it's so fun.
Even when it's -10 when you're starting a race in the morning.
Then it makes it a little more difficult to love skiing, but you know, you wear a lot of layers.
Well, I think that's sort of where I was hoping to go with this. Cool. Well, thanks for doing this, Emma.
Yeah, thank you.